Where are they from?
I think one of these country Cameroon or something.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go. I hope. Okay. I'm gonna kind of okay. You're blue, you're white, you're orange. We're gonna cut that out just for a second.
The juice with
I got bubble gum in my mouth, so y'all excuse me for having bubble gum in my mouth. It's so unprofessional. All right, so I have the last minute to finish up my client here. It might not be lifetime for some of y'all because some of you guys are probably still at work. But I got real pissed off at looking at a YouTube channel, and I'm not the type of person who will rat a person out, so we're not gonna talk about the person YouTube channel. I got real pissed off, and while I got pissed off, I just decided, you know what, we're gonna do a video today. So if you guys notice, I am doing my client locks. Her locks are beautiful. Hey, I see. Okay, take that little fuzz buzz out. See, when you have your client's locks, this is what you do. You see a little fuzz buzz going in there. Kind of pick it out before it get worse, you know. Okay, so I'm almost finished with her hair. And if you notice, she have a lot of new growth and she have frizzes around the hair. So with our lock butter, and you can go online to know more about our lock butter. It's really good for the skin and for the hair, and it's light. Okay, so I'm gonna use a little bit of the lock butter to put in her hair. That's what I've been doing, and it melts in the skin. It feels a little bit cold, and it melts in the skin pretty good. So I'm putting the lock butter on her hair. As you can see, very mild lock butter. And also I have the hair milk. So this is our hair milk. The hair milk that I use is the unsweetened hair milk with the lock butter. So a lot of people ask. So this is the unsweetened hair milk with the lock butter. This is what I do. I spray, raise your head up for me. I spray her hair with the hair milk. Her hair have to be at least halfway dry. So all the nutrition of the hair milk goes into her hair and helps her hair color. If you notice, she have color. So when you spray the hair milk all over your hair, there is no buildup. You just go in there and you massage the hair with the lovely hair milk that we have here in our store. So if you notice, the ends of her hair is pretty cool. So let me show you guys the ends of her hair. There it goes. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I have the lock butter right here on my hand, and I'm just gonna paste the lock butter. Not to use a lot of the lock butter because the lock butter is natural, organically made ingredients, and as you can see, it dissolves right into the cuticle layers of her hair, allowing the shaft not to break or to damage. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and also put a little bit of the lock butter on this area, so her hair will be healthy when she comes out the chair. If you notice, I dissolved the lock butter in there. I'm gonna take the rest off my hands because I really don't like the lock butter on my hands. I have my not my all-purpose comb, my barber side comb that I'm using, and it comes, one side is big and the other side is small. I do something called a comb method sometime in the hair, and later on you will see me do a interlocking method with the tool. So what I'm doing, raise up for me. What I'm doing is I'm basically circulating her scalp, and I'm just doing it slow. Normally I'll just pick it up and go, but I circulate her scalp so she can get some more hair flow around the scalp. But normally I just pick it up and go just like that. When I see more than an inch going into 2 inches or 3 inches, all this hair around here I need to wrap. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over from my 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I'm going to go down from 6 o'clock up to 12 o'clock. And that gives her hair a little bit more room to start locking again. Some people, you can go back into the hair and go back to the 6 o'clock and the 6 o'clock and the 9 o'clock and the 9 o'clock to 3, 6 to 12. But I only do it twice because she don't have that. She have enough hair growth, but she don't have enough. I'm giving the lock enough space now to start locking again from the new growth that she have. And then she have these around the hair. If you notice, she have her little soft spots. So what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna use something called my wrap tap with my little shorties. It's a method that I came up with, wrap tap with my little shorties. And with this little shorty, I'm going to take one of my tool, and the tool that I have today that I'm going to use with my little shorty is my little mini tool. I call this my mini tool. What I'm going to do with my little shorty, I'm going to pull this in, I'm going to lock it in, and it cannot be done with any tool. If you use the other tool, then there are some holes that you will have. And I'm taking my little shorties and I'm locking them in, allowing her frizz to be more neater and precise. Okay? And there it goes. So now the hair is ready to be locked in palm roll. If the hair get dry again, what I will do with the all-purpose sweet soursop hair milk that have rice water in there. This is a rice water product. Since 2005, we made this product. So what I'm going to do is spray her hair with the hair milk again, because as you can see, her hair likes to dry out, right? And also with the foundation down here, I can also spray the hair milk down here. So when her hair sets, it's going to set really good. I'm going to now pick the hair up according to the triangle that she have, or the square, and I'm going to comb it into the direction that I want the palm roll to go. So I want it to go pivot to 380 degrees. So I'm going to pull the hair in this direction, and then I should see the sheen of her hair. When I go into the pivot, I roll it forward, and then I come backwards. If you notice, I'm coming backwards. And this is all you need to do with palm roll. You don't need to pressure the hair at all when it comes to palm roll. And then, of course, the milk and the butter is saturating together. And you want to go ahead and just kind of, play with it. It will melt once it hit the dryer because there is no gel formulation here. And then you don't want to have too many pins. You don't want the pins to be touching right here. And you don't want the clients to go through any type of metal thing when you put them under the dryer. What I'm doing again, I'm making sure I'm getting a clean part, because she does her own hair, so she's a little bit kind of scared when she goes somewhere to get her hair done. So she have been using my product, so she said, you know what, let me see if I can go to her to get my hair done. Other than that, she does her hair at home. So what I'm doing for her, since she can't see her parts, I'm just kind of going around and clean up some of her parts, because in the job field, you want to make sure you have neat hair. I'm picking up my little shorties. I'm not only just twisting my little shorties around, but I'm also going to pull my little shorties. I don't know if you guys can see them little shorties. Okay, you guys can't see them. I'm sorry. So now you guys can see them little shorties, right? Okay, so I'm picking up the little shorties. Sorry. There we go. Sorry for that. I'm picking up the little shorties, and then I'm going to loop those little shorties in, allowing the tool to basically pull up the lock itself. And see? And that little shorty is locked in. What I will do now is loop 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And you got to make sure it's even, because if you don't make it even, then that can be a problem. You want the hair to flow in between you want the air to flow, give it oxygen between the locks when it start growing. Then I go to 360, bring it down to 180, and then to 90, and then we're going to go back down to 0 degrees. Okay? And that is 0 degrees. when you're locking here, it is very important that you do not put too much pressure on the customer's hair. And you know, too much pressure on the customer hair can cause a problem. So you don't want a lot of pressure on the customer's hair. Let me see if I can bring this out a little bit. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened here. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one, and then I'm gonna speed up. So I'm cleaning up her part with my all-purpose barber style comb. The all-purpose barber style comb, one side is smaller and the smaller tooth, and the other side is a larger tooth. Okay, so I'm just cleaning up, making sure I put a little bit of circulation in her scalp, and then I'm gonna loop this around. And I might not do this for all of them, but the right way, since you know, is each time she come, what I can do each time she do come back, then I can use the tool, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this in through the hair. As you can see, her little shorties right there, right? So you pull the little shorties in, allowing it not to get frizzy again. That's the whole purpose of the little shorty, allowing the little shorty not to go further than here. Now if you have another tool, what you can do with this little shorty, you want to keep that little shorty in, so you just go around with another tool and stick those little shorties in. Okay, and then it's ready to palm roll again. 360, 180, 90 degrees, and then back 45 degrees down to 0 degrees. And you pin it. Too many pins in the hair can cause a problem, so you don't want to put too much pins in the hair. So as I go throughout her hair, I'm going to basically now just do that. Now, if I do the loop, because she have a lot of new growth, it's giving her more space for the hair to start locking again. This one don't have that much, so I can pull it around like this. But this is not going to stay. It's just a barrier just to hold it. And then I go up to 360, 180, 90 degrees, and back down to 0 degrees. And then I'm going to clip it with another lock. Okay, so each time I do this method, let me go on the other side. Gosh, I tell you, I've never done this. Okay, so I'm over here now, and I'm gonna spray the milk in her hair because it seemed like her hair is getting dehydrated again. So I'm just gonna take that milk, does the hair good, and just spray the milk in her hair again. See, the milk is very light, very light. You want to know more about our hair milk? It's great for your hair. And I'm just gonna go ahead and get into her hair and go ahead and do the same thing again. So if you want to know more about how to do this, and then when she comes from under the dryer, I will come back live to show you guys how I style her hair. So look at this one. She have a lot of new growth on this one. So I'm just going around it, and I'm doing a basic wrap. Wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Get your little shorties, tuck them in. Okay? And then I'm going to pick the comb up. And since this one can be used with a comb, you can use the comb, you can use the bottom of the comb, you can go up to 160 degrees, down to 80, and back down to 0 degrees. Okay? And she get a awesome twist. Make sure you don't tighten on the person here. I noticed that online I see people doing this. Okay, I'm gonna just part it because of course I'm trying to clean up some of her parts, but I see people doing this. Okay, they do this and then they turn around and they do that. What you're doing to your hair is you are breaking and damage the hair. If you notice, I curve it into that, and because you're trying to avoid pins. These little roots around here, after a while, it's going to start causing a breakage. and thinning of the hair, because that's not how you want to do it. Okay, you don't want that coil to be done. But if it works for some people, let it keep working for those people. Who is it? Oh, hold on for a second. We forgot. We forgot because the last person didn't bring our biscuit. So I was like, really? We got to order again? Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Sorry, guys. Our biscuit is here. I'm going to let her do the honor first. Because we had ordered some food and the biscuit wasn't here. Oh, wow. Oh, she don't know I got to clean my hands off. I got to clean my hands off. Hold up. Where's the cleaner? Okay, show them the biscuit. Oh, look. They don't see them biscuit. I'll take it from you. So we ordered some biscuit, and the biscuit got here. Red Lobsters. Oh, that's what they say. Yum.
No.
So, no?
That's Red Robin.
Oh, my bad. These biscuits are really good. According to her, I'm going to try one. I'm going to leave her with her biscuits. I'm going to leave her with her biscuits. They got a lot of baking soda in it. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Let me finish this biscuit with the sea salt on there. And I'm going to leave her to have her fun with her biscuits. Let me clean my hands off again. She can have fun with those biscuits. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and loop. These are the little shorties. Make sure you have the little shorties in. And I'm doing from 9 o'clock to 6, from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and from 6 o'clock going up to 12 o'clock. And that's one loop. And this is 2 loop. Notice when you do that, you don't want to have no hole in the hair, okay? So now I'm going to go up to, this is 360, and watch the movement. See that? And I didn't have to do anything, right? I'm an expert. Sorry. So you see me do the 1 finger roll. So let me show you guys again. When you're an expert at stuff. Let's do the 1 finger roll again. All right, so I part her here. Look, this is, I don't want no one to go out there and do the 1 finger roll. Okay, this is using our lovely products. You see that? All you gotta do is wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Look at the little shorties, and if you wanna loop them over, also you can. Okay, back and forth. I'm going the crisscross movement, that's 1. And I can't do 2. Now watch this. I go to 360, right? And I come back down to 0. When doing locks, it's very important for you to know what you're doing. Because if you don't know what you're doing professional-wise, you're not going to get this sheen. You're going to get a dull locks. And you don't want to get dull locks. You just want to get locks that have a great sheen. See that? Great sheen. And then coming down. There you go. And I haven't used any more pins in her hair, if you notice. These are the only pins. I stay away from her hair, allowing her hair not to have too many pins in her hair. Okay? And I'm coming over here. 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. You can do 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock or 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock. This is what happened. I got to go back to 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock if I didn't do 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock because it unravels. So if you're not an expert and you don't know the clock method, you can also go wrong. So those who are out there doing micro locks and stuff like interlocking and sister locks and you never been to none of these courses, please go and take some of these courses. It's very important when someone sits in your chair and you're doing their hair for the money that you're charging them. I'm going to comb this up. And see, this is my method. Watch this. Didn't have to do too much, right? And her hair is pretty tight, see? Didn't have to do too much. So I'm coming around this area of her hair. I think I gotta pump you up. Pump me up, Curtis. I don't know where it's at. Because this is over it. Okay, there it is. She's over here eating her Skittles and biscuits. Her graham crackers. I call it her mama biscuit. She's eating her mama biscuit. Her mama biscuit. I call it the graham cracker world. Okay. All right. So now I'm over here, and I'm parting the hair out. But see, her hair dries a lot. So because her hair dries out a lot, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to spray a little bit of the hair milk. Again, hair milk with no oil. It's soursop unscented hair milk. Okay? And then we're using our Jamaica lime lock butter. No! I said Jamaica lime. Jamaica ginger lime lock butter. And this is how it is. The consistency is great. Okay? So I have a little bit of that in her hair. You don't need a lot. A little bit have a long way to go. Okay? And what I'm going to do is pick up her hair. Raise up for me, madam. And I comb so she can have some circulation. I get the wrap tap. You see all this frizzy around her hair. I'm bringing it around, wrap it and tapping, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Look at your little shorties. You can go backwards with the little shorties also. And then you go into the loop method because there's a lot of new growth. The only reason why I'm looping it because she have a lot of new growth. Okay? And I want her hair to start her new growth again. So that's the only reason why I loop it. And you just hold it like this and pull it out, making sure it's back in place. Then I'm gonna go up to 360, coming down 180, back down to 0 degree. Now I can connect this one back here, if there is space, to connect it. Can you guys see that? I'm connecting it all the way over here to another pin that's all the way over here. I'm going to keep doing this until the whole entire hair is finished. Look at that new growth. You see that? That's a lot of new growth, right? So we're not interlocking. We call it looping. Okay, this is not interlocking. We're just looping it so it can start more new locks into the formula. Okay, and then we're gonna go up. Look, I wasn't up for all this. She only came to get some palm roll. Okay. She came to get some palm roll, and I couldn't refuse. All this new growth, you know. Okay, so, and no jelly, no jelly. Don't they put jelly on it? Okay, so this part right here is very important. I'm gonna need you guys to pay attention to this part. I'm making sure I get a clean part. So I'm gonna change the camera to the side so you guys can see this part. Try not to do nothing personal because they're picking up your camera. They're picking up your your iPad. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna show you guys this part. So pay attention to this part, okay? So I got the butter. Okay, there go the butter. And I put the butter on there, okay? For those who want to know to use our product line, this is how we use our product line. That's the lock butter I just put on there. You see that? Our ginger lime, Jamaica ginger lime lock butter. And this is the hair milk that we use, the unscented hair milk, as you can see. Really good, okay? And then I spray it. It's unscented, it's vegan made. All right, so this part, I'm gonna use a different tool. And I call this the crochet loop hair, okay? So, if you notice that she have all this hair right here, and I wanna get all of them into her locks, okay? So I turn her this way. Lean for me. Okay, so since I wanna get all this hair into the lock, what I'm going to do, I'm looping the hair. Hopefully I don't fail. I'm looping it, looping it. I'm looping it, looping it, looping it. Now all this is in and it lasts longer, okay? And if you can put the baby here, but if you can't put the baby here, just slick the baby here down, okay? And that's it. Now when you get this tool out, you gotta hold where the loop is, okay? Sometimes it's stubborn because she have a lot of new growth, okay? But you don't want to hurt the customer, so you just make sure you're looping the tool out really good and very careful. This one got tangled into her hair. There it goes. All right, so you pick it up, and now you can get all that gorgeous edges into the tool, and it's not tight, okay? So all that gorgeous edges into the tool, and it's not tight. Sorry, the camera must have shifted again. There you go. I'll do another one. And then I pull it back because I want to make sure I get everything in the same angle. The hair grows a certain way, guys, so you want to make sure that whenever you're doing someone hair, or even if you're doing your own hair, you want to make sure that you are doing it according to how the hair grow. Most locks get damaged because you don't palm roll it according to the hair growth. And if the hair grows into a 90 degrees, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Okay, so I'm palm rolling forward, backwards. That's it. And then you pull it to another hair. Okay? And it's good to have a comb, because when you have the comb and you're using it, you're gathering all the locks, all the hair up. You're gathering it up. Here go the little shorties again. Wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Here's my little shorty. And if you don't use a tool with the little shorty, you can tie the little shorty and put them back and forth. You loop the hair over, and sometimes you don't need looping because the wrap tapping takes care of that. You pull it up to 360 degrees and back down to 0 degrees. Okay? Make sure it's straight. You don't want that. You want it to be straight. She have a tendency to do that, so her hair been trained. When the locks are in diagonal, in the straight order that it is, when the hair grows out, then the formation will fall into that straight diagonal order. Okay? Also, whenever you have your locks and they start bungeeing together like this, when you wash the hair, just separate them. Individual locks, separate them, because it's best for you to separate the locks. So I'm doing the 9/3 and the 6 just to give it a nice little loop. And the nice little loop, and get the little pieces. Wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Here's my little shorties. You can pull those little shorties into a little knot if you want to. I'm on YouTube. And then you do that. Now her hair is constantly drying out. What this is telling me that she got hair that dries out a lot. So I have to make sure I have these products that is there for her hair. And this is how the lock butter works. Smooth like butter, and it holds the hair. So I'm going to put a little bit more hair milk on her hair. And I'm going to just go ahead and see that the hair milk, look at her curls. It defines her curls. The hair milk also lower any pH balance that you have, like she have a color in there. The hair milk goes in there and protect the cuticle and the medulla shaft of the hair cuticle. So you comb it out, go up to one, see, boom, boom. You don't need that much palm roll. You don't need to tighten up the hair. Like, where you going with it? You know, people do that all the time. Now we're back in the front where we will do the needle wrapping palm roll method. But before I do the needle wrapping palm roll method, let me do the wrap tap. Because all this right here need to wrap and tap. Wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. Your little shorties, bring them back up. Okay? Now I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to do the needle lock-in. I don't know if you guys can see me do the needle lock-in, but here go the needle lock-in. And maybe I need to, maybe I got it too close. Okay, there it goes. Is it too close? All right, there we go. All right, so with the needle lock-in, what I will do, you see all her hair right here? She probably want a neat, precise look. So what I'm doing is taking this needle and I'm pulling in the hair. And it doesn't hurt. Does it hurt? Mm-mm. And I'm doing it but just be careful. The longer the hair is, the more you got to pick it up. Okay? Allowing the tool to fall right out of the hair. And then you can go in and roll it. It will roll. Just go in and roll it and pull it in. And there she go. This method lasts longer with the front of her hair. Okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and speed myself up a little bit. Wrap, tap, wrap, tap, wrap, tap. And then pull forward. And watch this. I pull forward, right? Now, do I need my second hand? No, because guess what? Same thing. You're not putting too much pressure on the hair. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and keep doing the needle locking in the front only. I only do the needle locking when I pick it up like this. But I need all this hair right here to get into the wrap tap movement. Wrap tap, wrap tap, wrap tap. Pull your shorty forward. Okay? And then you take the tool, depending on what tool you feel comfortable with. I feel comfortable with this tool. And you pick the hair up and you go into the method right there. And you're supposed to slide it. Pull, slide, pull, slide. And once it picks all that up, then you go into your palm roll method. That's why we call it needle palm roll. Okay? And you just pull the hair in. And the hair is nice and precise. And it's not really tight. But some people might think it's tight. But it's not really tight. Okay? If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And then I'm coming back in the next 20 to 30 minutes to show you guys how I style this hair. Okay? So I will be coming back to show you guys how I style her hair. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be